This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by...
But you know, the other important issue that you've devoted so much time to, the issue of war and peace, I must say I slightly worry about the Republicans as being even worse than the Democrats.
Yeah, I'm not too optimistic about that. And I want to always make the point, especially with those more conventional conservatives, that it's a fiscal affair as well. Wars ring up deficits. That doesn't change their minds, but it also makes the point that wars can't be fought perpetually, nor can you maintain an empire. It usually comes to an end for economic reasons. And I have read, I don't have proof of this, but I believe it very likely to be true, that there's essentially been never a war fought without governments depositing the currency. You know, even in the old days, you know, they would clip coins or dilute the metal or steal the gold or do whatever, but they never do it with an honest system of, you know, having the people pay for the war. You always have to deceive the people into paying for the war. Can you imagine if they knew that they couldn't have deficit financing? You had $10 billion going over to Iraq to build bridges versus $10 billion to spend here at home. They'd give up on that war real quick. So that's why the deceitfulness of monetizing debt and printing money is so bad, and it encourages not only all the malinvestment and the problems you get with the fiat currency, but it also encourages a war which then compounds, because the expenditure is one thing, but then the long-term cost of the people coming back that have been injured and sick, and also the perpetuation of the problems. You know, you start a little war. Oh yeah, we're going to take over Iraq and have it over in a couple of weeks, and we'll get all our money back because oil's going to pay for it. But here we are, still in Iraq, and there's still a lot of violence there. The Christians are all being run out of the country. They're into Afghanistan and Pakistan and Yemen and on and on. And what do? They say, it's time to come home. No, they say, when are we going to bomb Iran? But that'll have to end, and I think it'll end not through our persuasion as much as economic reality will end that foolishness.
Well, Ron Paul, you've been telling us about economic reality for a long time. Finally, at least the many people out in the country are listening. I hope a few of those types in Washington pay attention to you, and it's going to be very exciting to see you as chairman of this committee, the hearings on the business cycle theory and what the Fed has done to us, how they created this problem, and thank goodness for all you've done and all you continue to do.
Well, thanks for having me on.
Bye-bye.
You've been listening to The Lou Rockwell Show, produced by LouRockwell.com, the best-read libertarian website in the world. If you'd like to advertise on this podcast or on the website, email advertising@LouRockwell.com. And thanks for listening.
You know how I'm always talking about the fact that if you go to the State House and you swing your fist, you hit a member of the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance. Well, I've never actually showed you any video of the way the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance is able to just pack the State House full of liberty activists. Take a look at this. On this day, we had about 30 activists, I think, to fight for more freedom in New Hampshire and prevent the State House from passing bad bills. There have been times where we've had more like 50. Here they are meeting with the governor the same day. And they've had quite a bit of legislative success, too. That's why I'm a member of the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance, and hope you will be too. Find out more at nhliberty.org. nhliberty.org.